What makes the newly released 3-part Netflix doc-series, Gone Girls, the Long Island serial killer so intriguing and shocking to watch? Let's find out. This is the Daily News Review. Learn English with Karlieva. Improve your English listening and vocabulary with me, Karlieva, through breaking news and current events. Make sure to watch till the end to learn about the vocabulary, to talk about today's story, and find out more ways to learn, practice, and improve your English. And don't forget to follow, like, share, and subscribe. The true crime miniseries conscientiously documents the journey to uncover the complex, vicious, and heartless details of the murders of a group of women in the Long Island area in New York. The murders come together like a puzzle, finally in the last episode exposing the real murderer, a local man who targeted sex workers while still running his business with a family of his own. The story of the Gilgo beach murders proves the sheer cruelty in the world, the heartbreaking effects on families, and the violence against women. Now, here is the highlighted vocabulary for today. Chronicles, giving the devil his due, knocked off. Let's have a look at our first headline. Headline 1, USA Today. Gone Girls, the Long Island serial killer chronicles the Gilgo beach murders and the 2023 arrest of New York architect Rex Heuermann, who has pleaded not guilty to 7 counts of murder. Chronicles, a fictitious or factual work describing a series of events. In the case of the documentary, it is factual. Here is an example of the usage of chronicle. A chronicle of his life during the war years. In the case of the article, the story begins with the disappearance of one woman, Shannon Gilbert, and Chronicles therefore tells the story in chronological order, so the order of occurrence of the effects on her family and on the police investigation of her disappearance. Her disappearance becomes a catalyst. It becomes a trigger for the following stories of the missing women. The investigation turns out to be complex and takes many years to hunt down the criminal, who ultimately is a local man who to this day denies the murders of 7 women and probably even more that have not been included in the trial. So Chronicles, it basically is about telling a story, a series of events like the Chronicles of Narnia or the Spiderwick Chronicles. Let's have a look at our next headline. Headline 2, Collider. Garbus's intent with Gone Girls, the Long Island serial killer, was to keep the women front and center without giving the devil his due. Giving the devil his due. An idiom said when you admit that someone you do not like or admire does have some good qualities. For example, I don't like his work ethic, but give the devil his due. He's surprisingly knowledgeable. In the case of the headline, this phrase is used to refer to Rex Heuermann, who represents the devil and everything evil. Although he is a big aspect of the story intentionally does not revolve around him, thus not adding any compassionate elements to him that he does not deserve. Liz Garbus, the director and producer of the documentary, kept the focus of the story on the victims, the fallen women. And this is very important as it honors the lives of the women, as well as their families who too suffered immense losses. Would the focus shift to the murderer, the villain, the story would lose the important notion of bringing empathy and heart to the victim's story and learning more about them. Let's move on to our last headline. Headline 3, Daily Mail. Adolescents knocked off Netflix top spot by insane and heartbreaking true crime documentary as viewers urge, stop everything you're doing and watch it. Knocked off. It means to be pushed off or removed from something. For example, the race car driver was knocked off the first place in the race by another driver. So the popular miniseries Adolescence has been pushed off, removed from the top spot of popularity by the Gone Girls doc. The documentary has overtaken the drama, which too delves into the topic of violence and murder. Many viewers have commended the documentary series as powerful, heart-wrenching, and gripping. Certainly a true crime doc worth watching. So our 3 highlighted words for today: Chronicles, giving the devil his due, knocked off. So that's it for today. Stay tuned for more daily news reviews where you can learn about the news and learn English.